Graffiti raises a legal tension between property rights and artistic rights. Right here in Allen Gardens, an area well known for its street art, this tension becomes visible. Property owners control the wall and can remove unauthorized graffiti. Yet, the artist still holds copyright over the image, even if it was created illegally. Street art, however, goes far beyond graffiti. While the spray can may be the same, the work ranges from lettering to large murals, political statements, and detailed portraits covering city walls. To make sense of the legalities around street art, we spoke to Professor Enrico Bonadillo, an expert in intellectual property law at City St. George's University.
We need to distinguish between physical embodiment, physical medium and support, which belongs to the owner of the wall, right? And the owner of the intellectual property right, the copyright, the intellectual asset, who is the artist.
But at the end of the day, who holds the power? In a city like London, the number of walls and surfaces for street art might seem endless, but they usually belong to local residents, private landlords, or the council. So, how does this legal tension play out on the ground? I'm at Dalston Junction now, and right behind me you can see a piece of art by the famous black female street artist, Carleen de Sousa. It was actually painted on the walls of a residential building, and as you can see, parts of it have been removed. So let's try and find out what local residents and shop owners say.
They don't ask anything, permission, nothing, just they come, they started. After when it's finished, I saw that. I don't mind, I have to spend again for £200-300, why I should spend? Or I have to repaint again for white or cream. I have to spend for £300, £400, and then next day they come, someone's also, they do it. So that's why I didn't do anything, just I will be.
At Waterloo's iconic Leek Street tunnel, the rules are slightly different. The site is owned by Network Rail and managed by London Continental Railways. Since 2008, painting here has not only been tolerated, but actively promoted as urban art. For street artist and art teacher Catherine McGuinness, this place is a creative paradise. But at the same time, she's well aware that her art here is only temporary.
Down here, the public own it. It'll be gone. Tomorrow when you come, you'll be changed again.
Many insiders within this subculture, they like this idea. Banksy himself doesn't want to save his pieces. He wants the piece to die naturally, to be replaced in the future. And that's how street art reinvents itself, right? A mural is painted, then the mural fades, another mural will come on the same spot, and so on and so forth. This is conversation within the street.
Further east in Hackney Wick, we meet Holy Bedpans. In the middle of one of London's busiest street art spots, his latest piece has already grabbed plenty of attention.
Okay, so this is something that I got up recently. It's called Purple Haze. There it is. Classic.
I love it.
Holy Bedpans, Gothic lettering, lots of penny lickers, a cluster of them, and a 4-colour fade, I think it was, or 3 colours, to give it this lovely little mist effect.
Nice. Yeah, I like the purple and how it is purple, right?
Is it? Yeah.
As he walks us around, he's surprised to find his latest works haven't been painted over yet. A bit of luck in an area like this.
Yeah, so I was here, these guys were doing that one. There was something else on there. And that piece, but because it was windy, their stencils are blowing all over the place. So I was like, I'm just gonna stand here. Just go along in a line. Took a while, but...
How long did it take you?
In between talking to people, people stopping to oh, I really like what you're up to. About an hour. But yeah, it's great fun. It's a nice day out.
For him and most of his friends, street art loses its edge the moment it becomes legal. The risk is the whole point, and they paint because they love it, even if it means a run-in with the law.
I've been arrested 3 times and I've been beaten up by British Transport Police on 1 occasion because they offered me that rather than getting arrested. But that was for doing graffiti. I know I've got friends of mine that are currently on the wrong side of the law at the moment for doing street art. But it's a bit of a grey area. I think it really depends on what it is you're painting. So with me personally, like with this particular style, there's no politics, there's no racism, there's nothing. It's just pure character design. And I feel that it's artwork that everybody can enjoy, as opposed to, a kind of like a political statement that's screaming something else out that could get you into an awful lot of trouble.
Just a few miles away, we find artist and architect Otto Schade at work. Also known as Osh, he's a familiar face in the London street art scene since 2009. His murals are famous for more than just their unique ribbon style. They often carry a sharp political commentary. But when it comes to the law, he believes there is a difference between making a statement and simply making a mess.
I think the legal issues come when you paint, when you tag. When you're doing vandalism, you can recognize it immediately when it's vandalism, when it's not. So when you're doing street art, I haven't got any problem in my life. Never.
We have already legal tools in the law. It will just be a matter for the judge in specific disputes to strike the better balance between 2 opposing interests. The right of artists to protect their works, their murals. On the other hand, the right of property owners.
Street art was never meant to last. It lives in the space between creativity and control, in a constant dialogue between the public, people like us who stop and take photos, the property owners who carry its cost, and the artists who create these characters, stories, and images we see on the walls. And it's that very tension which keeps the scene alive.